After 37 years on the run, we finally caught you, mischievous. How's it feel? This, read off charges.
Audit, disturbing the peace, shoplifting, telemarketing fraud, credit card fraud, debit card fraud, wire fraud, tax evasion, cyberbullying, securities fraud, murder, and free speech.
How much fraud did you commit?
You don't want to know.
Alright, well, we don't have all day.
You'll never get
We
anything
have
right.
our wake up.
It was a cold, sleety day when I murdered that vile miscreant! I had just committed my first and last act of wire fraud. Technology is very, very tricky. Nothing was out of place, and it was my perfect time to strike. But my knife, oh my knife, I left it behind. No, I couldn't pass up this chance. There was no other.
Yeah, why do you want to kill this man?
No reason and every reason. I didn't know him, but the voices, oh, the voices were telling me to. I didn't want to, but I felt insane! So I ran up to them and strangled them. The end.
Wait. So let me see if I got this right. You have voices in your head that tell you what to do. And these voices told you to go up to a man in complete broad daylight.
Yeah, broad daylight, high noon, middle of a crowded park. Yeah, right? So, you're saying nobody saw this?
Wait, how'd you get away with it?
What can I say? I'm a bit of a sleuth.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. But what would you say if I said that someone said they saw you that day, and what you said?
Well, do say more.
6, got it. Anyways, later. Would you happen to remember seeing someone falling on them waves? Hello, Mr. Amari.
Stop! My dude, my friends. Call me Cal.
Got it, Calamari. Alright, fine. Let's cut to the chase then. You were at Glenwood Park a couple days ago when the buffoonery happened.
The what now?
The buffoon, okay, fine. The tussle between the suspect and the victim.
Yes. It was a lady. It was heinous, my dog. Like my man, it was heinous. So, bro, I'm just chilling in the park, right? Just got back from balling on them waves, and I bump into this guy on my way. I was like, yo, my bad. And they were like, nah, bro, my bad, yo. And when I come out, bro, straight up being shouted at by this scoundrel. I have my board ready to go. But before I could hear what anyone's saying, this villain pulls out a twig and absolute goes for his eye. So I'm like, oh, no way, dude. This is straight up bro on bro crime. But I swore I heard something about a log, or a frog, or a dog. But yeah, then the police got there. Crazy stuff, man. There was mad blood. Swore I heard some screams of the dead that day.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Don't worry about it. Whatever fella's fella, you know? Yeah. What, okay.
Alright, this is day 2 of the Glenwood investigation. Don't make it a day 3. So I sent off Agent Dis to interview Mr. Amari, right?
Yeah, okay, man. So what he told me was you didn't strangle him. You just stabbed him in the eyes. And there's only many witnesses, and you had a shouting match at the end.
Yeah, the sharpened twig. And we didn't really fight.
So it wasn't a fight?
I hardly knew them. But kind of everyone did know them because they were the local butcher.
Sorry, local
Wait,
what?
sharpened twig.
Well, what else is there? No knife, and I definitely didn't know him, so I didn't feel bad killing him. Yeah.
Yeah, geez, sharp branch. Call that the executive branch.
Okay. Before we get into what you said to the butcher, there were other people in the park, correct? So did you not know any of them too?
Just the usual residents. The guy you talked to, Hat Lady.
Hat lady?
You don't need to worry about her. It's not.
Hello? Yeah, sure. Alright, see you. Bye. We got our next witness.
Hat lady?
Her name is Leslie Cheevius, but don't be insensitive. Alright, so the time is 3:37 p.m., June 31st. I'm here with Leslie Cheevius. How are you, Leslie?
Oh gosh, you wouldn't believe the trouble I had at the front desk. So much paperwork for a crime I didn't commit.
But a crime your sibling committed. It never ends, does it? Well, I guess you chose the right time to be here. You just got me out of the most dramatic.
It was one of the warmest days of the year. The perfect day for a walk. I just finished reading the 8th book to the 8th book series and oh, I was emotional. Someone complimented me on my hat too that day. And exactly...
You said you heard what the argument was about.
Oh yes, my apologies. My back was to the noise. I couldn't see a thing, but I heard every word distinctly. It started something around, "You brought me here, you large villain," and I don't want to spoil it, but anyhow.
So, you did have a bit of a history, didn't you, large villain?
I knew their trap and I was ready to fall into it with no ropes attached. And I'd be proud of getting away with it if my pride wasn't killed that night. You don't want to hear our history. You only want to hear why. He had my mother. I knew I should have stopped anything from happening, and she didn't listen to my warnings. But God, I had the biggest headache. Just the smallest thing that stopped me from acting sooner. But he had her, stored, I'm sure, with the same knives he used to slit the throat of pigs.
So what exactly did you say to them?
I don't know. I just screamed and screamed, but they didn't listen to me. I didn't know if it was truly malice in their eyes or my own reflection. Because the police would do nothing, and you know it, I went for the eyes. I never meant to kill him, because I knew I was their game. But I will not be drawn like a cow to the slaughterhouse. That's not what my mama would want to see before the blade came down in her neck. They also had my dog, but you don't care for the dogs, don't you? Meat grinder size.
Oh, jeez. Is it over already? Okay, thank God.
What happened?
What? They said enough to get the chair at this point. Let's go.
Wait! No, don't go. I've had this held in me for so long, please.
For you,
I need
yeah.
someone.
She's gonna discuss the case though. She's really kind of on. Of course, this is here.
Well, you know, it's a classic guilt trip. What are you gonna do about it? They're a criminal, do you believe every word I say?
I guess, but it's still kind of unfair.
No, maybe you're right. I mean, the case was pretty high stakes.